Welcome, 8th graders. Man, I am absolutely thrilled to be hanging out with you today. In this explainer, we're going to celebrate something pretty incredible, and that's your math growth over this past year. Think about it. You've put in the hours, you've wrestled with those really complex equations, you've graphed, you've calculated, and honestly, you have totally conquered so many new concepts. It has been a massive, massive year of growth for you. But now that we're kind of at the finish line of the learning phase, a brand new, highly rewarding challenge is waiting for you. You know, you really have learned so much this year. It's awesome. But here's the thing. To truly prove your mastery of the process standards, to show that you don't just know how to, say, blindly plug numbers into a formula, but that you deeply, truly understand the mechanics of the math, well, you're going to step into the teacher's role for your final challenge. Passing a test is one thing, right? But being able to teach a concept to someone else, that is the ultimate proof of mastery. It's a total shift from just absorbing information to actively sharing it with the world.
Section 1. Why your voice matters. Deepening your understanding. Your math voice matters, and you absolutely need to use it. To really understand how this builds our foundation, we're anchoring your entire portfolio project right here in this beautiful quote from Matthew 5:16. It says, "Let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." Why ground a math project in Scripture? Well, because sharing the knowledge you've worked so incredibly hard to gain is literally one of the most powerful ways to let your light shine. When you teach a younger student or even a peer how to solve a problem they're stuck on, you're doing a good deed. You're bringing clarity right where there was confusion.
Think about the absolute contrast between learning alone versus teaching others. Learning alone is necessary, for sure. We all have to sit down and study independently. But consider what happens when you're teaching others. When you take what you've learned and actually build a portfolio to teach it, some pretty amazing things happen. First, it completely deepens your own understanding. You'll find yourself suddenly realizing exactly why a math rule works, not just that it works. Second, it builds up your communication skills. Explaining math requires really clear, precise language. And third, it inspires confidence. Let me tell you, there is no feeling quite like watching someone else's eyes light up because your explanation finally made a tough math concept click for them.
Section 2. The Portfolio Project Steps. Let's dive in.
3. Yep, that is your magic number. I want you to look back over everything we've tackled this year and select exactly 3 math skills you have completely mastered to feature in your portfolio. Not 4, not 2, just 3. This actually forces you to prioritize. I really want you to pick the concepts you feel most proud of. You know, the ones where you can confidently say, yes, I completely own this topic.
Okay, let's dive into your absolute roadmap here. For each of those 3 skills, you've got 5 specific steps to knock out. Step 1, name the skill and the exact TEAC standard it connects to. Be super professional about it. Step 2, create an original example problem. And hey, no copying from the textbook. You are the teacher now, so design a problem that perfectly illustrates the concept. Step 3, solve it step by step. Show every single part of your work. Step 4, explain your process in words. Honestly, this is where the magic happens. Don't just write out the numbers, write out the why and how, like you're talking directly to a friend. And finally, step 5, include a quick tip. Give your student a neat shortcut, a memory trick, or maybe point out a common pitfall they should avoid. If you hit these 5 steps for your 3 skills, your portfolio is going to be spectacular.
But wait, we absolutely cannot forget this part. Make it fun. Teaching shouldn't be boring, and learning definitely shouldn't be a chore. So get creative with your presentation format. Use diagrams, color code this complex equations, or even draw a little cartoon character with a voice bubble handing out that quick tip we just talked about. You've got options here. You can build a really sleek digital slideshow presentation, or hey, if you prefer working with your hands, craft a physical, creative foldable. Whatever format you end up choosing, just make sure it's visually engaging. Make learning genuinely fun for whoever is lucky enough to study your portfolio.
Section 3, your homework assignment, the action plan.
All right, let's lock in this immediate homework checklist, 8th graders. You know, breaking a giant project into smaller, bite-sized pieces is pretty much the secret to stress-free success. So tonight, you just need to do these 5 things. First, list your 3 chosen skills and write a super brief sentence on why you chose them. Second, write your original example problem for skill number 1. Third, solve and explain that first problem using the exact steps we just discussed. Then, you're just going to repeat that process for skill number 2. Write the example, then solve and explain it. That's it. Get these pieces locked in today, and you'll be well on your way to a brilliant final portfolio.
Section 4, Education, Morality, and Peace, the HeroesMart Academy Philosophy.
Before we wrap up, I actually want to slow down our pacing for just a second. We've talked a ton about the mechanics of math today, but I want to transition to something even more important, and that's your character. This brilliantly illustrates the core heartbeat of the Hero Smart Academy Godly Learners series. Think about education without morality. Our philosophy is that education, if it's completely disconnected from morality, ultimately just leads to hurt. I mean, what is the point, truly, of being brilliant at math, being highly educated, having a super sharp mind, if you use that intellect to make bad choices that hurt yourself and hurt the people around you? There really is no point. Now compare that to education plus biblical morality. That is the ultimate goal. We want you to be brilliantly educated, yes, but also deeply grounded in doing what is right, using your smarts to heal, to help, and to build up your community.
Sometimes the pressure of school, the pressure of getting good grades and the stress of complex math, it can really weigh on you. But I want to comfort and encourage you with a promise found in Romans 8:6-7. It promises true peace of mind to everyone who keeps their mind spiritual. And guys, this isn't just some ancient text, this is our daily experience. As you engage with your education through a spiritual lens, literally seeing your math skills as tools given to you by God to serve others, the anxiety just fades away. It gets replaced by a really profound peace of mind.
So what does this all mean for you right now? As you embark on creating this amazing portfolio, I want to leave you with this final, powerful question to think about. How will you use your math skills and a spiritual mind to let your light shine and bring peace to others? You've got the tools, you've got the knowledge. Now it's time to step into the role of the teacher. Go start that homework checklist, be incredibly creative with it, and let your brilliance shine for the whole world to see. I absolutely cannot wait to see the incredible portfolios you create.